Meeting to order, and we'll do a roll call of directors.
Vern Bowman.
Here.
Phil Loida.
Here.
Sam Huey.
Here.
And I am here. We have a quorum.
Okay, and we'll move on to approval of agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
And all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. And let's review the minutes of the last meeting.
I wasn't at the last meeting, so I don't have them. So.
Sue has some
There you
copies
are.
here.
Sue's always got it.
Here you go.
Do you want a copy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
The last one down. Here's another copy.
Said all looks in order. I'll make a motion to approve. Except you spelled Granner wrong.
I spelled what?
Granner wrong. Last word on the first page.
I think I gave her the minutes.
Last word on the first.
Okay.
Well, you almost qualify to work for the paper.
Hey. That's not nice.
Well, they fixed that spelling problem. They just don't print anything anymore.
Okay. I'm looking for a second on the approval of the minutes.
I'll second.
Second. Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
The ayes have it. Okay, moving on to the treasurer's report.
I have all kinds of bills. We have bills from Norm, and then we've got Vandevanner. I got bills from BT Electric, Oki, got some stuff at MFA, and then we have a fuel thing from Norm at MFA, and then Equipment Pro.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
We're paying a lot for a telephone down there too, anyway. $1,500 a year and we don't use it.
I don't know. Is there a telephone or is that?
There,
I don't know what we're paying for.
According to this, I'm looking at the budget, I mean,
there is a phone down there.
There is a phone down there. I didn't think that I thought we got that down to around $300-400 a year.
And it went back up.
It went
Probably
back
gotta
up.
call and complain again.
it was 12.8, it went at 8, but it's up to 15 or 1,600 now.
I also put, like for Norm's cameras, I put that $300 under that too, so that's another reason why it went up.
Yeah,
for like the camera plan.
okay, yeah, because that's
I put that
$390,
underneath.
$390 a year.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
that is under that
Under
line
telephone,
item
okay.
as well, yeah.
Is there internet service down there or at all?
Yes, that's what we use when we do the levee patrols,
Yeah,
for running our computers and updates with the weather service and,
well, I figured, I mean, that can be $100 a month easy
yeah.
to have internet there, even if we don't have a telephone, but it may have just been
Yeah.
put under that code.
It
Is that
is
right?
all under there,
Yeah.
like the cameras, it's at 390, the telephone, the internet, it's all under
Yeah.
that.
So I don't think it's just a telephone, Bernie, I think it's multiple things underneath that,
Yeah.
account code. But, yeah, internet is, unless you go to something like a T-Mobile plan where you can get for $40, $50 a month, which may be an option to look into if we want to try to save a little money, as long as everything continues to work like we need it to.
Yeah,
What
we
service
don't-
provider do we have?
AT&T.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
Yeah.
need the phone, but it'd be nice to have that internet down there.
Oh, yeah, we need the internet down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could check into that and see, that could cut our bill in half almost, probably. Because AT&T is not cheap. Okay.
The only correction I would have on the minutes there is down on the second page, the back side of the second page. Norm stated that we cannot make any alterations to the pump. We can't make any alterations to the pump station. We can change the pumps, but we can't make any alterations to the pump station wiring or mechanical.
You say we cannot?
Cannot. If we change the pumps, they have to be able to slide this right in.
Mm-hmm.
We can't weld nothing, we can't change the wiring, the control panels or anything. But we can put a different pump in there.
Well, that's what we're gonna meet next week, next Friday, isn't it? With the, from,
I have-
No, that was for the generator.
It's this
the
Friday,
generator.
and it's the generator.
Oh, I thought it was last
This coming
Friday.
Friday.
No, they canceled
They
last Friday.
canceled.
Okay,
Yes.
nobody told me, so.
Okay, well,
This
I just,
Friday.
Oki called me and said, or
Okay.
texted me and said that they had to cancel.
All right, I might be able to make it on Friday. If
Okay.
it's
I
this
think there was a
Friday.
text
11
about-
o'clock? Did it stay the same time?
No, noon,
At
noon,
noon?
we'll meet at the old brick.
No, at the Anvil.
The anvil,
That's
I
anvil.
thought it was at 11.
I think it's 11.
Okay, I
11
didn't
at the
get any
end.
notification of any of that.
11 o'clock anvil Friday.
Okay,
Yeah,
11 o'clock, not
11
noon.
o'clock.
At the Anvil.
and we can go
Okay.
down there if we need to, but I don't think we need to.
Yeah.
We need some information from this individual. He knows about the turbine pumps. That talked about.
Friday's about
Here's some more of
the
these.
generator.
Yeah.
Here's these bills if you want to look them over.
After all of the bills that I just handed everybody, it would take our checking down to like 18,000. I don't know, like what's gonna come in between now and like September, but we're still, or the next CD matures in September if we needed to take money out of it.
So we made that down payment to Vandevender,
115,000?
Right.
but then we decided not to go down that path, right?
No, we only took the suction valve off,
Yeah,
which was like 32,000 or 42,000, I forget what it was. That just knocked that off the bill, off that 231,000, 232,000.
yeah.
That knocked the price of that bell off that, but we stayed with the rest. We already had a contract with them. We can't just cancel the contract.
Okay. Okay,
We'd find ourselves in some legal trouble if we did.
You can cancel the contract.
You
but
can?
But you're gonna get a charge for everything they've done so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know where we left that, because I thought we kind of went a different route with some of that. So,
Well,
the reason I was asking is if we were gonna get any of that money back.
That I don't know. I mean, we paid the 115,000
if we
before that was
cancel altogether,
changed.
then, yeah, we would get some back, but I'm sure they're gonna find a way to eat it all up.
Sue talked to him this afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, we
Well-
would have to pay for like, the shipping,
Any
to
worker.
restock, like a restocking fee if anything that they've already ordered or whatever. And then any shipping fees.
Okay, and if, let's say there's some that we haven't used yet, can we keep that contract and just put one of these, if we go to the turbine pumps and some changes made, have them do one of them or something? You know,
I mean, Nick is
whatever.
supposed to email me later this week or next week, like with prices, like if we decided to cancel it.
Okay, it's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been out of the office, and by the time Oki spoke to me about all that and I called him, he got back to me today and he hasn't had time to look and see what's been done
Okay.
or ordered or whatever, so.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure where that all ended up. I know we were kind of putting some things on hold and kind of reevaluating our options.
Right.
So, didn't know if that was gonna be money that was gonna come back to us possibly, or some of that money anyway.
Should know something next week.
Okay. Okay. Did you guys have a chance to review the bills? We need to get them over to Sam too.
No, wait, Bill?
Norm, did you look at any of
He
them?
don't, he can't vote on well, he can have an opinion.
Yeah, but he knows what's going on
Yeah.
and make sure everything looks right. Did you wanna look at it?
Yeah, I'd like to.
I got a couple here.
There you go.
Here's Terry Electric, 1,800,
I'll pass that down to Sam. I think they're done with that one maybe.
okay.
Norm, did you see these BT electric ones?
No, I did not. Is that where he came out and tested everything?
He disconnected some things, guess when he took the fuel pump.
Or is that where he put
That's where he ran
the jumpers?
the jumpers in. This one is. This one is check fuses relay. This is where he checked everything to make sure we didn't have anything electrical going on. Yeah.
Norm, I have a question on your,
Pardon me?
on your bill here.
Yeah.
Okay, you have 79.33 man hours. Price per unit, 44.26. What's your agreed
I
rate,
got
35?
I got workers on that, so I rounded for the hours to make the time price come out the same. I just rounded it to 44 or something because I'm getting paid two different prices. One when I'm working on pumps and one my normal pay, which is 75 and 35. And so, and then with my workers down there working, I just rounded it out to them hours
So do we pay you $75 an hour?
when we're dealing with the pumps.
We pay you $75 an hour.
Yes.
Is, where did that,
So Vandevenor don't.
No, I do not get paid by Vandevanor. That came
He's
up
just there to save from them bringing another person down that
Yes.
we have to pay.
because I know as much as what their field technicians do.
you got a shingle?
Huh?
You got a certification on that?
No, I don't have a certification, but I can guarantee you I know as much as they do.
Yeah. They install them all year round.
couple more in front of you there, Bernie.
Oh,
Couple
these
bills.
two, Cogent. That's been,
So on the bills, is that normal to submit it like that instead of listing each person that got paid by the hour?
It is listed on my timesheet.
I thought it was, you said it was averaged to 44.
Well, on his bill, but there's a timesheet behind it.
Yes. I always put a timesheet behind the bill.
For you and the other
Yes.
people?
Yes,
But Handy Tech gets the entire check?
yes.
That, unless it didn't come across on mine, today's timesheet doesn't have anything on the back. Or that other one, it just has the dates.
Just has the dates.
Yeah.
It may just be in the. I
In
wonder
the
if they did
future.
an update. I wonder if they did an update and Excel's not working right, or,
I don't know, but today's just came out, and I just printed it a little bit ago, but it just has your days.
Okay.
No explanation to nothing like normal.
huh. I'll look into it. Because it's on the timesheet. So I'll look into it, see what's going on.
You know how you normally had maintenance,
Yeah.
whatever, that didn't come out.
None of that came out. Okay, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, I would like to see more detail on your timesheet, Norm. How many hours you're getting 75 and how many is whichever.
and we need a detailed sheet. If we're gonna turn in them kind of hours, we're gonna need one to start and stop on each day.
There's everything from, I'm gonna change the date on it.
Well, your next invoice you give us, just put it on there on that.
Well, I
This
always
is-
do. And
Look
Sue
at,
knows that.
this is what happened, it's right here, it's on behind it. Or,
Well, I understand that, I see these dates.
it just had the
Now,
dates.
see, it always comes out on a line sheet, a spreadsheet, and Sue can verify that. It always comes out, the dates and the times and what we did.
Is it split by the hours that were 75 and the hours that were?
Yes,
55? Okay.
absolutely. Everything's broke down. I keep immaculate records.
Well, I'd like to see those on this so we can.
All right, I'll figure it
Instead
out.
of on your phone.
Yeah, you actually sent me two and they were both the same, because I thought maybe I pulled up the wrong one.
I don't know how to fix that, because I don't know what happened.
You know, that's a pretty, well, I know you've got it there, but here I don't see an explanation. How many hours we paid, how much for, and how many we didn't. I don't see it here.
Yeah.
And that's a considerable amount of money.
Well, we have to have that and break it down to approve. It's gotta meet our satisfaction to approve it. And it's a board decision, but we need to accurate hours.
That's why I say this is really not accurate enough. In my, just saying I was there this day, okay, I worked 12 hours at $70, or 70, or whatever, and this many. And then I brought three of my guys, or two of my guys, you have two guys. And
And what are they making?
really, were they necessary?
They're
What were
making
they
20.
doing there?
I pay them 26, they're making, I'm billing for 25.
Why?
But then again, why are they there? We got
work.
Well, we got 10 guys standing around down here.
10 guys?
When they were down there, those guys had their people there, and everybody else, we got Norm there, and we got those two guys, we got everybody standing around there.
Well, I can tell you my workers were there the days we did the pumps, and we got this thing down to a science where we pull a pump out and fix it up on the deck and get it back in by 11:30.
Well,
My
I'm not
guys
gonna
don't
argue
stand
that.
around.
I'm not gonna argue on this camera. You're not gonna bait me into that. But I'm not happy with this invoice comes on. We'll discuss this later.
I mean, if you're gonna have a special meeting next week, you can put this bill on that one if you want, or you choose to do what you want.
Well, I don't know that the whole board is ready to approve that bill, but we can approve the rest of the bills. And if, Norm is gonna provide us with more detail for that bill, then once we have that, then we can approve it at that point. If that's what we need to do.
I'd make a motion that we pay all the bills and review handy tech at the next meeting.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Moving on to
I don't
superintendent.
know, Sue, I don't know what's happening. It's doing the same thing right now. I just reviewed, I just sent it to you again.
Yeah, I don't know what
So
happened.
the only thing I know to tell you is take a screenshot of my phone. Because if I'm not paid tonight, I'm walking. Plain and simple. It's all right that I have to wait 30 days to get paid. Now, I'm just done.
Well,
You can come back to it at the end of the meeting if you want, or you can change your motion. Norm, you could also take a screenshot and just.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do over there.
Can you take a screenshot and then email that screenshot to Sue, or is that what you normally do and it's not
No,
working?
I've never had it not work before.
Yeah.
That's the first time it was blank.
I don't know whether the Excel updated or phone updated or something.
Yeah.
Something's fouled up. I don't know. I've never had a problem with my timesheets before.
Yeah. Well, I think let's come back to that. We can move on to superintendent report.
We spent 3 days down there. We pulled pump one, or put pump one in, and pulled pump three. Sent pump three over to Equipment Pro, because we opened it up right there on the deck. It had water in the junction box. So it wasn't just a sensor. They took it over to the shop. They're supposed to break it down, get it, find out exactly what it's going to cost to fix it. The next day, they finished wiring up pump one in the morning, and then by noon, 1 o'clock, we fired it up, and it shut down after 2 minutes. Tried it again after a reset, and we never got more than just a few seconds out of it. So we pulled the pump again, pump one again. Got it up on the deck, put a new sensor in it, checked the resistance on all the control wires, everything read normal, like it's supposed to. Put the pump back in, fired it up again, dead. So what we determined was, while there's no movement on the cables, everything checks out electrically, fine. But as soon as you get motion, water around them cables and moving them, it breaks that contact in there. So there's a break in the control wire somewhere, and when it's standing still, it's making that connection, showing correct resistance. So EPI is supposed to be getting a new control cable, and we can fix that right down there on the deck without having to ship it anywhere. It'd take quite a few hours because you got to thread all that back out, take the top of the pump off, rewire it in, put it all back in. So it's at least a day's process to make that repair, take it out, make that repair, and get it back in. And that's where we stand with that. And then I spent 30 minutes on the phone with the Corps yesterday. We're beyond our 30 days with the pumps, and right coming up on 30 days on the diesel pumps. So we need to be getting that stuff back. I bought us a low time yesterday, but they're gonna be checking with me again next week or the week after. And so we're gonna have to, because they're normally loaned out only for 30 days.
Okay.
So, but I did buy some time, so
So
And we'll
did we
probably
get
be all right on that.
more diesel pumps or
I've got 3 diesel pumps,
you do?
yes.
Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
What diameter are they?
They're 10 inch.
Okay. And was there more hose that came with that too, or just the pumps?
Yes, there was hoses that, 3 crates of hoses that came with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that that was all set
I
up.
do not know how many feet of hose, I think there was,
Those hoses were 50,
yeah. I'm
like 50
trying to
foot
think
each
what- I'd
in
have-
the crates, and there was 3 of them?
I didn't bring my shipping label or my shipping paper with me. I think there was 150 feet per pump.
Yeah, that sounds
And
about
that
right.
ain't enough to go from where
No.
we need to go.
No, we had to
But
bring
that's-
extra hose the last time that we got stuff.
Some of that hose is not usable.
That is all they
Yeah.
had. There are 4 damaged hoses that we got for the first pumps, and we marked them. We are,
Well, the question is, are we feeling comfortable enough to take the step back without having a pump that's in operation yet?
we received them diesel pumps on the 21st of last month, so we're coming up on the 30 days for that. That was one of the things they talked to them, because they called me.
Yeah,
And so we had a lengthy discussion on where we're at
yeah,
and how much longer we think that we're going to need them. And I said, I really don't know until we get this one, the control cable for this pump 1. I don't know when we'll have one pump, at least one pump online.
yeah.
I told them that we're still looking at at least 18 weeks out with Vandy. I don't know how long we're going to be out with this third pump with EPI.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
well,
Okay, on the 3, we need to get with and find out about these turbines, more about the information on these turbines, do we not? And shift
Oh, yeah, yeah.
to that.
Yeah, well, and see, the last I heard, because I met with them, that guy down there on the levee while we were doing all this, and he was going to get a design together, or partial design together, then meet with us so that we can all discuss, put our pros and cons together and make everything, get everything organized before it goes to a lengthy process. But we're looking at 8 to 10 months, 6 to 8 months. Once we give them the okay to build this pump, we're looking at 6 to 8 months from start to finish.
okay. So do we have a timeline on when he would have that ready to meet over? As far as his
He hasn't
proposal?
called, he
You're
has
just
not
waiting
called
to hear
back
back
yet.
from him?
He's,
Okay,
he's supposed to be calling back.
So will we have to do like a 408 permit with that, with the Corps, or is that considered?
Everything that, whatever design we come up with, we gotta send to them, and that's why they said, as long as we don't change anything, not our control panels, not our electrical, not our well shaft, as long as we don't change nothing, as long as we can put a pump in, connect right up to what we're existing got, it's a really simple process, and it can be done in a couple weeks. Because they want to send it to their engineers
yeah.
to review it.
Okay, would they approve a turbine pump?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it fits into
Yeah,
the
it has to
original
And
structure that we have.
The salesman said they do have one that'll fit, to replace it.
They can build one to fit.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's from what I understand.
yeah. Well, that's what
The
we.
challenge may be is finding the one that can move the same amount of water.
No, we can get 80,000 gallons a minute.
We can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know that was a question at one point too.
Yeah, and we can get it with less amperage.
300 and.
Yeah, we would save
It's
300.
on
gonna take,
electric.
yeah, it's gonna take less of a draw, I believe.
Sam's got the
that
idea
right?
over there, that he talked of getting one that would pull, like with a 300 horse instead of a 600 or a
Yeah,
400.
300. I think the guy indicated they could move 80,000 gallons of water with that 300 horse pump.
With a 300 horse, and we're using 600 horse to move supposedly 90, that's with no load on it. No, that's when the flap gate, it has no backwater on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, and then Sam's got an idea, he mentioned it last week or before, that if we can get at least one pump would let half the horse and produce about 90% of the flow, it would save us a lot of electricity for one thing.
Yeah.
And it would be cheaper whenever we have a problem, when the river's flooding, that's when we might have to pump a lot of acreage of water runoff.
Yeah.
The 3 creeks. But if we can get one that will do half the horse, then we've got to get, the other two's got to be close to 90, but even then, one of them 90 horse of them 12-inch pumps that we had from the Corps, it would take 13 of them to pump what one 90 horse, one of our big pumps would pump.
Oh, yeah. Mine
We
is.
can't put 13, we couldn't put 39 tractors and pumps around that pump station.
No.
If you had 10 miles of hose, you couldn't.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
So we gotta concentrate on them turbine pumps and switch the system. Because it's,
Well, it seems like we could have more and more trouble keeping the water out of the current pumps.
we
You know,
had, first,
That's been leading to a lot of these issues, right?
when they first started up, we had the same problem. It would draw moisture down there. And you could kick a pump on, you can ask Felix, we could kick a pump on and then it just goes zoom and boom, kick out. And it's the panel would show hot bearing. It couldn't run enough turbines to even warm up.
Yeah.
And it was just a flaw, and it's a moisture flaw that shorts everything out.
Yeah.
And we still got that, till we get back to these turbine pumps that's got the electric sit up here. The turbine sits down in the water and a shaft in between. We're gonna have problems, so we gotta replace all 3 in a 2 or 3 year period here.
That's a pretty big undertaking with the cash flow that we have, but
Well, and then Norman mentioned that we can't change any electronics, but they have those, the soft start's one thing, but they have another complete different starting system for these other pumps that use a fraction of the locked rotor amperage to start them. And that's what's killing us, that locked rotor
that's
amperage.
what's causing the
That's
demand.
probably what killed our generator, truth known about it.
Yeah, that's,
What killed our generator was running 2 pumps at a time at 90%.
well, but if we got less amperage and
We could do it.
that pump, that's a decent, completely overhauled motor by Cummins.
Yeah.
And that diesel generator would handle 2 of them smaller pumps like the,
Easy.
and we do 90%.
With that different switching, they don't have that 1200 amp punch on them to start them.
Yeah.
They'll start at no more than their running amperage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the city uses them on their pumps. That's what Corey told me, some of their pumps, they use that.
Oh, really?
It's got its LR, help me Dave, LRV or something like that they call it, starting system. It actually starts the pump
Well, that's good to
slowly,
know.
and it
Good to know.
scrolls up.
Yeah,
You know, like your
Not
furnace
just
blower
a
would do
hard
at home.
hit.
There's no hard hit.
yeah. Okay. Well, seems like there's some potential good options for us to move forward with.
You know, I think
We're
this, and the switchgear, even if, I talked with the Equipment Pro a little bit over there, and they said these pumps that we've got, they could actually put that same switchgear on these pumps and start these slowly and bring them up and knock that locked rotor off of these too.
Oh, really?
And that 1200 amp locked rotor charge is where our demand
Yeah.
is right there.
Well, if we can get rid of that, we don't even necessarily have to have a generator. Unless you
Well,
lose power. I
well,
mean,
we
it's
need
nice
a
to have the
generator for
backup.
obvious reasons.
Our demand kills us.
Well, that's right, but if we can eliminate the demand.
That's why we had to get a generator, because of the demand.
No, I understand
It
that.
cost us, for first 15 minutes, it used to cost at first about 7,000 gallons for the first dollars, $7,000 per pump for the first 15 minutes. And if it
Yeah.
turned to end of the month, the next month it'll be another 700 or $7,000.
Yeah. But if you can put this new starter system on it where you're not gonna have that demand,
Right.
you rely less on the generator, and that's just there in case you have a power failure and you need to be pumping.
Well, yeah,
It can be
and
a
well,
fail-safe.
just everything, because that whole system there has got cavitation sensors in it, and it'll slow down
Yeah.
or stop till the cavitation clears and restart at the low.
At the low
Spool back up.
RPMs, yeah.
We talked in great length about that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to really evaluate all our options. But I am concerned with the current pumps we have and
Yeah,
how
we
costly
gotta
they
get away
are
from-
to fix and maintain, and
Right.
potentially having to get parts from overseas, and what that looks like as far as getting things back up and running when we need to. And if there's another option that is gonna be better, we do need to, I think, transition to that.
I'm really looking forward to this meeting with from Illinois Electric gentleman, what's his name?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Oki's been talking to
Yeah,
him. I don't know.
that's where we got this coming week, I guess, is Friday.
Friday, yeah.
And he said he can fit everything we got down there. So that's all we need, but we need to get rid of.
He's not gonna tell us anything about the pumps, he's just talking
He's-
about the generator.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's how much they can
generator,
upgrade
but
it.
that'll go relate to the pumps too.
Yeah, but he's not gonna have any new design for a new pump.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we're at 800 amps on our generator now, what I understand. I think you said the most he could probably squeeze out of that is 15% maybe. But
Okay,
that's still a fair amount. That's,
yeah. Okay,
that might be enough to get us over the edge with those smaller pumps that they'll run
yeah,
that and only be at 80% or whatever, and not have to have that starting current load on it.
yeah. Or do you think we could get to the point of even running all three on a generator if they draw that
We'd
much
have to
less?
upsize.
Yeah, we'd have to upsize, but
Okay, and that's usually not very common that we have to get to that point. I'm sure if we're running three pumps, we're gonna be on shore power anyway and not trying to run them on generator.
One
Unless
time,
it's just an absolute emergency.
since we had the pumps, one time we ran all three pumps for 8 hours. And that's when we had, I don't know how much rain locally.
Yeah.
And them pumps put out, and they took them backwater out. We got 500 acres of storage
Yeah.
there, and so we can in 24 hours we can pump. And if you had one, well, it'll work. We got it figured out. We just got to do it.
Okay, well, we'll be looking to see this new information and cost, and hopefully come up with a plan to sort of slowly upgrade our system that's been failing us.
yeah, I think we need to look
We need to update our pump system.
at the pump systems
Yeah.
and the switching
Complete
system to
update.
get rid of that current draw and startup.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, this is 30 years past that was put in.
Well, I know, and Vanderbilt was telling us even the control and sensors and stuff in the control room are out of date and need to be,
So it's a perfect
Yeah.
opportunity to update, plus get something that works for us.
yeah,
You know, it's control. I can find out more about that starting system on that,
okay.
you know, but, you know, I know that you can't take a 800 amp generator that's running there pulling 500 amps and ask it to start another
Oh,
1200
yeah.
amp
Yeah,
locked rotor to another generator.
yeah,
You know, that's just, it can't gonna happen.
yeah, yeah. Okay, we're still on superintendent
I
report.
don't really have anything else.
That's it?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Moving on to anything with old business. Doesn't look like there's any new business. We have a budget for 2027 to adopt. So Sue, you probably have the most experience with this. I'm assuming things are going to stay fairly consistent with what we've had.
I feel that way unless you guys have something new. I know Bernie had talked to me earlier about putting more money into like well, we have it under professional fees, which right now that's like our audit and that Midwest flood control that we had agreed on with David Human, that lobbying. And then our attorney, but adding fees to that for an engineering firm maybe, if we would need one.
Yeah, since day one, when we started this, I've always had an attorney at the meetings when the Corps was planning and everything. And that was always an asset because they made sure we done everything right.
I meant attorney, not engineering.
Oh, okay.
After I said that, I was like, wait a minute. To have like our attorney to come back.
And who did you use in the past, or who's
Well,
well-versed in this kind of information?
It was David Human with Hush Blackwell out of Chesterfield. I mean, he is like a Levee district attorney
So he specializes in Levee
in Levee
District.
districts, but I don't
Yeah.
know if we could use
And just-
like a local, like the city's attorney maybe for just small
Well,
things. I don't
we
know.
just have to do some checking. We have to do some checking.
Yeah, I mean, and how do you know what that kind of cost will look like and how much to consider budgeting for it?
Well, that's what we gotta watch out for. It's gonna be not real cheap,
Yeah.
but nothing
Sure.
else, it seems.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Well, we certainly want to make sure we're dotting our i's and crossing our t's, working with the Corps if we are making some changes
Yeah.
too, and we don't get ourselves in a bad spot.
David Human and is a part of that law firm in St. Louis that deals with the Corps all the time. And if we're gonna change our pump system and everything, it's usually not much to it. He's been good to work with. He advised us the first several years while it was being built and constructed, probably about a 5-year, 7-year period there. And we've had him do some things. Now we keep him for our annual update on our assessments. We haven't raised any assessment since 17, but these are gonna be some high dollar items. We're gonna have to ask for more tax a little bit somewhere down the road.
Okay.
Which we can set our tax, we have to set it in August, and it was 1% in 2009. It was like always 1% until 2009, and then we've changed it to 1.2, and we haven't changed it since 2009.
Oh, through 2009, okay.
And for every 1/10 of percent, it's about $15,000 more.
Every 1/10 of 1% is about 15.
Like if we would change it to 1.3, we would get like an additional 15,000 approximately.
We'll have to see have a budget of what we're gonna have to do to
Yeah,
update this
we're
pump
gonna have to know
system.
what it's gonna cost us before. we
And
can
then we have
figure
to lay
that
it out, and then we wanna do it over a few year period.
Yeah.
Do one year and one next year, and that'll give us a little money to put toward it, and we got some funds in the bank yet. But,
It's just something for us to think about between
We got-
now and August.
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
we're comfortable with raising it.
Yeah. Well, do we need to add another $5,000 to that professional fees
Well, we're
line
half-
item? Or is 10,000 more in line with what we think we're gonna need there?
we're halfway through the year already, just about.
Well, June 30th, we're done. I mean, we
Yeah,
won't
end of
have
this
any
month
more.
is-
We're in the 6th month? this
No,
year?
Our budget,
our fiscal
Oh,
year runs and ends the end of this month, so that's why the actual is
yeah, that's
just a
like,
little bit above the adopted, but we're
Okay.
real close to finishing our year.
Phil, I think we need to, but I think we need to have a closer idea on what costs we're gonna encounter to get to know what because we wanna space this out so we don't hit it all at one time.
Yeah, well, we're not setting the tax rate right now.
Yeah, okay.
We're just budgeting maybe a little bit more for the
I
professional
would
fees.
add a little more to, for the attorney then.
So do we want to take the, last year we had it at 20,000, we're already at almost 23,000 for what we spent. Do we want to take that up to,
30 or something for next year?
Do we need a motion for that, or do we just
You
talk
just
about it and
approve them.
edit it?
Do we need to set it now?
Well, we can add it in there because we're gonna have to approve the budget and then you can always amend it
Yeah.
at another meeting down the road.
We always threw about 20,000 in for miscellaneous, didn't we?
Yeah, that 20,000 was what we set it at last year when we made
That's
the
what-
budget.
That's what we always do.
And we spent 23, so we were a little bit short on what we projected. So taking it to 30, knowing we may have some
Yeah.
additional legal, it's probably not too far out of line. So why don't we edit that, Sue?
Okay.
Do we see any other changes we need to make? I mean, we know our repairs, maintenance, and improvements are probably gonna go up, or potentially
Do
pump
we-
station
do
upgrades that
we
we had
want
in
to raise
there.
that?
Probably. I didn't put the 115,000 in there, I just now seen that. That number's more than that.
Wait, which number? I'm sorry.
No, for maintenance. That,
So it's the 73 plus 150.
yeah. I just now caught that.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So it's more like
It
it's
was like
190 almost.
115.7.
I mean, that number kind of bounces around quite a bit. I mean,
Yeah.
in the past,
So we spent, we've spent like 189, 645. So I don't know if we wanna,
and last year we budgeted 150.
and I think Norm's, didn't you say that those were about 30,000, like a piece, or whatever we were doing at Equipment Pro? Or did Oki
The
say?
piece that we told them to cancel?
No, like what they're doing
You know,
now.
Oh.
To repair whatever repairs they're doing. Do we know what
With
kind of cost that's
Vandy
gonna
Vendor
be?
or Equipment
With
Pro?
Equipment Pro, do we know?
Equipment Pro, we're looking somewhere around 28,
So close to 30.
yeah.
So do we need to,
And is that gonna be for one or two that they
That's
gonna be
per pump,
per pump?
yeah.
So for 3 of them, we're gonna need to be prepared for?
Be 90, well, we're not gonna have a complete overhaul on pump 1, we just gotta change the control cable.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be significantly less.
okay.
And they have pump 3 right now, so I don't expect it unless they have to rebalance the shaft, and which can change the price, because they ain't done that on, they didn't do that on pump 1. And they didn't rewind it, so that can significantly change the price. And Vandy Vanner still has pump 2. And I don't know what y'all done on that.
Okay,
Last I knew, we just canceled the suction bell, and they were going to continue repairing it up to that point.
okay.
That was the last I
Well,
knew.
I may be
Evidently, there was
confused.
some other stuff that happened.
I may be confused on it too, just on what Oki has talked about, but I thought maybe we were putting that whole project on hold because we started learning about these other kind of pumps.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
that's what he was, I think he,
I just don't want to, I don't want to speak out of turn. I just am trying to get
Well,
it straight in my
that's-
mind on where we're at.
That's why I don't know where we're at. There's a lot of stuff going
Yeah,
that I'm not even aware of.
okay. Well, we need Oki to clarify some of that too. Unfortunately, with him not being here, that doesn't help us out. So, okay. All right, well, do we want to bump that line item up?
I would
To-
bump it up pretty hard. My thinking,
Do we want to go,
What are you doing, the repairs and maintenance improvements?
yes.
I'd go at least 250,000 minimum.
that's what I was thinking too.
yeah.
And then are we gonna leave like the 14,000 in like special projects and then like the,
I would leave everything the way it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't see that we're going to take that away.
okay,
there's several things that have to be changed here, so I'm not really sure where the different needs are gonna come from
Okay.
under those line items. But sounds like there's potential to spend any and all of it.
Mhm.
So we just don't have all the information yet.
Yeah.
That's the hard part to know. But we're kind of at a critical point here to make some big decisions on getting this
Like
back.
it was said earlier, it can always be amended.
Yeah, so. Okay, well, if there's no other edits that are necessary here that anyone sees, I'll entertain a motion to approve the proposed budget.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
So is that with 250 in
With
maintenance? and-
250,000 in maintenance and repairs, and then 30,000 in
Yeah.
professional fees.
Okay.
And everything else stays the same. Okay, do we have a second on the floor?
I'll second
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
it. Aye.
thank you. Okay, next item is set special meeting. I don't know about this, so,
We can call for them anytime we need a special meeting,
okay.
yeah.
I
So-
thought that you would want, were you wanting one to meet with Elke?
Well, I think we ought to meet after we've talked to the next sales rep on the system and see what we can learn there.
Yeah,
And we don't have no dollar figures on none of that stuff yet. Not no accurate, what I feel accurate. We don't
Yeah.
have, not enough to make a decision on.
oh, no, no.
It's gonna be up there, but
And like as far as the insurance, they're waiting on, like a estimate from, for the generator, which I told them that we were meeting on Friday, well,
Okay.
first said last Friday, now I said this Friday. And then we'll see what happens there, and then I have, a maintenance thing to turn in to them, and then hopefully we'll hear more on the pumps.
From an inside source on this new pump that we're getting designed, I was told it was going to be around 400,000.
Okay,
So it's somewhere in that ballpark, what this new pump's going to cost.
sure. Now, I'm very new at all this, as far as spending money like that for this kind of board and being in a public situation. Are there options for financing that, and what does that look like, or do we need to pursue that? Because I don't think we're gonna be able to do this.
No, there are
Yeah.
options, we just
So-
have to go out,
You can get financing.
right.
Is there, so I'll have to get educated on how that process works. but
Last
that'll
time I
help
was,
us.
last time I was sitting on a board, just like this, but only, I'm not on this board, but I was sitting on the fire department board, and we got a loan from MRV Bank for, I think, 3 years, and we paid it off in 2.
Yeah. Well, I know there's probably options, I just don't know what options there are
Yeah.
for a public entity like this.
I mean, you don't have any debt right now,
No,
No.
we have zero debt, so.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be based on, your amount of loan is gonna be based on your tax revenue.
Right,
Yeah,
And, you know, if you look at the levy district, in 2024, spent 298, brought in 195. This year, we're gonna end around 240, brought in 140. So we're definitely cutting into reserves.
yeah, into our reserves. And the reason we got reserves is because during floods that we were declared a disaster, we were reimbursed for the hours on the pumps and stuff.
yeah,
And we had a lot of hours on the pumps too. Them pumps pumped a lot of water already.
yeah,
And we needed to go to a new system on all 3 of them.
okay,
So I look at it myself as we need to figure out what the new pumps are gonna run and do them like one year and then skip a year and maybe in 5 years have them all three replaced. And that way we can get a little income to help pay. We have to raise our taxes just a little bit to see,
Yeah,
so we can pay them off and get a bank loan.
yeah, I don't know, what kind of terms and things are gonna be reasonable there yet, but we'll look at all that as we go, and as we wait, the pumps are gonna get more expensive too, so that'll be a factor we'll have
They're
to
gonna go up.
weigh into the equation, so. Okay, well, do we wanna leave that kinda open-ended for that special meeting until we know when somebody's able to meet with us to give us more specifics on?
Well, the guy that's designing the pump is supposed to give us a call when he's got
Yeah.
some more information.
So I would say, if you hear from him or if somebody hears from him, that we potentially set a special meeting as soon as we know that to
Yeah.
try to get the ball rolling and we don't kick this down the road
We need a lot
further than
more.
we have to, but there's a lot of information to pull together and we don't want to delay it any longer than we have to, especially with the current situation we're in. So. Okay. Anyone else for new business? Anything for public participation? Okay, seeing none, we'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Hold up. Do
Okay.
you still have a need to go into closed session?
Oh, I don't think so. Do we?
Sue, I sent the screenshots to you.
Oh, do we want to go back to that?
Maybe we ought to go back to
Let me
that, if you
grab
want to
it.
print that off.
I think when we go in closed session, we need more information on some other things, in part.
Okay.
We got some other things that we gotta bring up and go to. But,
Now, when you go into closed session, you have to decide whether it's personnel, litigation,
It's listed on the agenda.
it's listed. I don't have the agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite an expense to update everything.
yeah. Well, 25, 26 years ago, there's a lot of
It's gonna be the
improvements
same
on
thing.
some of that equipment.
Same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Can you
I
like,
just sent the screenshots. I just sent the screenshots. It shouldn't have been the same thing because this is what I sent you. It should
Do you remember,
something
Noel,
like
or
this.
Vern, what the original cost was? I mean, that's been so many years ago, it's not even
On our levee?
close.
Something like that.
Just for the pumps.
Oh, the pumps, they told us initially on that a pump could cost 400,000. Now, that's not the same thing that Norman said they're talking about now, so that's 26 years later. But when we got them
But
pumps.
it's a different style pump. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about these pumps. It's the first I'm learning about it, so.
Well, me too.
And I don't know why they wanted to put a pump with the motor down in the water from the
That
get-go.
was the time.
But that's what they had.
That's what they
so.
did back then.
Yeah, and now they got better systems, they found,
Yeah, yeah.
like ours is, I call it the antiquated
Yeah,
engineering
sure.
system,
Yeah,
and you gotta get updated where you
Yeah.
don't have the problems,
yeah.
and when you need a pump, you gotta have a pump.
Well,
And these
there's no
here
doubt about
surprises
that.
this year.
It just seems like we're having more repeat of the same problem over and over in a short amount of time.
Well, and then too, as Norm said there, we've got, we're just not gonna go buy that pump off the shelf.
Oh, yeah, you got a
You
lead
know,
time on
We're
everything.
gonna have lead time for that improved pump.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
And we're already in June, we don't know.
that's why it's gonna be hard to do all of them at once anyway, just for the fact of,
you're right.
if the same
Yeah.
person's making them, I don't know if they can make all three at one time either.
Well,
but.
crawl before you walk a little bit here, you one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to ease into this. I agree with that, 100%.
The Corps of Engineer designed a big safety system here with this 500 acres of detention
Yeah,
storage.
yeah,
And with each pump, if we can run, only one time did we run 3 pumps for 8 hours. And we sucked it from probably had 350 acres flooded of the 500. And we sucked it down in 8 hours. And we were down to 1 pump and shut everything, the other 2 off and kept everything else to creek. Then we got another rain, the lighter rain. But we got a good, basically a good system. We just got updated.
yeah. Real quick, are we going into closed session?
That'll be up to you.
I didn't know anything about it, so I'm kind of.
She tried to reach out, but,
Okay,
it
Well,
was.
we got an option, if it's on there, we got an option to go in it or don't have to go in it. We can put it
You
on.
don't, right.
I'd rather have more information on some of these costs before we go into some of that, because some of that's gonna be contracts we gotta talk about.
Yeah, the Van de Vendor contract was one reason, and
Yeah,
the other 2 reasons are listed there.
right.
Do you feel we need to go into closed session on this personnel matter?
We might need to pretty soon, huh? I don't know.
I think now's the time.
I'd rather put it
Oh,
off
you
once
really
we
need to be
see, but we ready
What's
to
that?
see?
With this over here, we need to go into closed session about that.
okay. Well, see, I wasn't made aware of what was going on there until this meeting here,
Let's
so.
put it off for a while. We don't-
Let's wait till Oki gets back.
I think Oki should be
Yeah,
here.
yeah, Oki should be here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is just the beginning of this billing thing here.
right. Yep.
I'll fill you in later.
Well, that's fine. I just, no one has brought it up to me, and when Sue said something when we got here, and I just wasn't sure, so
That'll
just trying to
dangle,
get caught up.
dangle that news for a couple more weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, Oki needs to be here too.
Yeah.
He's the big asset down there in that pump station. He keeps an eye on it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Sue was asked for a maintenance log from the
Okay.
insurance company. This is a sample that the Corps provides.
Okay.
That's what was provided. Just for your information. I don't know if you want to share that or not.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess the Corps given us that template prior?
That was in they call it an O&M. I guess it's operation and maintenance binder that was given when the Corps handed over the levee and the pump house.
Okay.
I talked with Felix earlier today. That's the maintenance schedule that he used. He said you can't do it all because some of it's really costly. There has to be water there.
Yeah.
But that's the log that he used.
Mm-hmm.
So Sue reached out for a maintenance log, and that sheet that you see there is what was provided.
Yeah, we're supposed to test some of them piezometers periodically, and we have tested them, and they don't cost that much to get them tested. They got a company that comes down and a few $100,
Yeah.
you know, not bad,
Okay.
but they've been.
That's not something we can do here anyway, right?
No.
Test those in particular, but there's other things around the pump station, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's all.
Right, I think what the insurance company's looking for is a log of that nature that shows
Yeah,
when things were oiled, when things were
Yeah.
lubed, and
yeah,
that's what was provided.
yeah. And on some of the drainage ditches, they're silting in somewhat,
Yeah,
but they still all work, function all right. Valley Springs got a nice valley through it, but it's got a little plateau there built up on each side.
Yeah.
But, it still doesn't cause a serious problem yet, but somewhere down the road, we're gonna have to sling some mud.
So
A bunch of it.
is this something we need to ask more questions about today?
I'm leaving that to you all.
Here, let's make a copy for everybody to look at these.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about it next time you can, but my concern is if that sheet that I handed you gets sent to the insurance company, they're gonna look at it like,
Yeah, this means nothing. Yeah,
but I can make copies for you.
well, maybe at least this. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know that that's gonna really do anybody any good.
Let's see the other sheet, I didn't look at that.
Well, this is what,
Phil, do you think we ought to just amend that and pay him and request the next one be more detailed?
we may have to. I mean,
Because we're just killing time here.
yeah.
I think I'll just rescind my motion.
Well, I don't want to create a problem, and I want everybody to be happy with what we need here, but I have no idea why
Yeah.
I mean, he's
this isn't
trying.
coming through.
He's
Yeah,
trying.
he is.
So
mean,
can I
And
rescind?
Sue, I think, probably can vouch for the fact that he does send detail, but this time it didn't come through. I don't know why. Just kidding.
Well, can I rescind that motion?
You can,
How would I do that? Just make a motion to rescind,
yeah,
motion to hold the payment?
yeah. So we need to get Sue back in here.
Yeah.
I can go tell him.
Then we can just, the next one, we'll have the paperwork, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I wanna tell you something, he threatens to quit.
Hey, guys.
I almost told him. That's pretty
Go
knee-jerk.
pretty smooth without it.
Yeah.
Can go pretty smooth without him.
He's in my sights.
This is what he got. I guess is it the details listed at the bottom? Is that how we look at that?
Everything's written down on the bottom. It looks different when you're printing it out on a spreadsheet.
Wait till the Okie gets back.
So it normally comes through. It just,
Yeah,
so, I mean, this is an unusual situation,
yes.
but Norm, if you can get it figured out on your end and get it back to the normal format, that would be great. So,
Sue, I want to make a motion to rescind my previous motion and pay Norm.
You can just make a motion to pay Norm.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
It'll be
You
easier.
wanna do that?
yeah. Why don't we do that?
Okay, I'll just make a motion.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Need a second?
Second. Oh,
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Okay, motion carries. Okay, any other business? Oh,
Yeah.
was there a request from the insurance company for maintenance records?
Yes.
I did that and sent it to Sue Monday.
So Dave gave me this. We're probably gonna need more detail,
Okay?
just because I think the insurance company's gonna wanna know more specific on what was done during your maintenance routine. If that could be specified on those dates, as opposed to just say that there was maintenance done, because I'm sure they're gonna wanna know, well, what does that mean? And if we give them a vague answer, it could potentially hurt our chances for any kind of claim. So if you have more detail on that, that's just kind of something to go off of that the
Yeah,
Corps provides.
I've got some of these and that don't cover the pumps.
But if
So-
you can be more specific, so when we do give it to the insurance company, they actually have a,
There, yeah, it does actually cover the pumps.
I know, we might need to get with Okie too on that, when he put that fire out on that pump, on that generator.
I've got it all in video. I already gave all that to the
you
insurance.
did?
The
Yep.
insurance company is good with everything that was given to them. They're just waiting on us to tell them a bid for the generator.
Okay.
We're good on the
Okay.
generator. And
Okay.
hopefully I have an answer, we have an answer.
I didn't
for some
know.
kind of
That's the
Friday.
last I heard. was
I wasn't
that they
sure.
were all
Okay.
good.
But
Well-
the pump thing, I haven't done nothing, I haven't sent that in to them yet, so
Okay.
is that what
So,
we're saying? I'm not
Yeah,
gonna send
that's,
that?
Okay.
maybe that's, we need more detail on the pump
Right.
claim. And just more specifics on what was
Okay.
done at the maintenance cycles there. As opposed to just that there was maintenance but no detail on it.
That's the log out of the O&M, so.
Yeah, so if you have that and can get
Yeah, I
that more
have that.
specific, then I think that's gonna look way better to the insurance company to make a claim for what we got going on, so. Okay, I think that is all that I'm aware of, unless anyone else has any other business. Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, thank you, guys.